Hey guys, Mr. Schreiber here. We're going to be going over the week 3 brain blasters, a couple on here that are really tough. So here we go. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go pretty quickly through these, so feel free to pause and go back if you need to hear it again. So if 3x plus 5 equals 13, what is the value of the expression 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 3 times 3x plus 4? First thing we're going to do is we're going to solve for x. Hopefully you guys did that and you got 2 2/3. But I am going to keep this as an improper fraction. You're going to see why in a second. I'm going to take that 8/3 and I'm going to plug it into my expression right here. And what you guys will see here is you can cross cancel all these when you multiply. So that's left with you 8 plus 2, which I'm going to show you here. That's another look at it. And now it's 8 plus 2, 8 plus 3, 8 plus 4. And we're going to multiply those numbers together. So that becomes 10 times 11 times 12 gives you 110 times 12 gives you 1,320. That's going to be your answer. Number 2. This one is an absolute monster. So it says difficult level 2. I don't think that's true. I think it's more than that. It does take a lot of time. And it's one of those grit problems. One of those grit problems meaning that you just have to spend a long time on it. And so I have this broken down, and in the blue, it's every single prime number. And the problem says what percent of prime numbers less than 100 have a units digit of 3. What that means is if you look up, if you don't know what a units digit is, you can look it up online. It just means that the last digit here is 3. So if you did the prime numbers, there should be 25 prime numbers if you look at it between 1 and 100. And then the number of units digit that has a 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 25. And that's going to be 28%. Tough one. Super tough one based on grit. You have to kind of go through that, take your time on it. Number 3, it says on average, a human fingernail grows at a rate of 3 millimeters per month. At this rate, how many total meters will Deshaun's 10 fingernails grow over the next 10 years? Kind of a gross problem, in my personal opinion, but here we go. First thing we're going to say is it's not 1 fingernail, it's 10 fingernails. And we know that if you take all 10 fingernails and you multiply them by 3, because 3 millimeters, 10 fingernails is 30 millimeters per month. And so I want to figure out how many is in 1 year. So I'm going to multiply that by 12 because there's 12 months in the year. And you're going to get 360 millimeters per year. Gross. But it doesn't ask for 1 year. It asks for 10 years. So we're going to take this and we're going to multiply by 10. And you're going to get 3,600 millimeters. Now, the good news about the metric system is that it's very easy to convert millimeters to meters. You got to know that 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeters. So all we have to do here is divide this by 1,000 and you get 3.6 meters. That's going to be our answer. Next one. If 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x equals 24, what is the value of x? Express your answer as a common fraction. This one, it had multiple choice, which I think made it easier. But the one thing I look at is that if 1x plus 1x plus 1 over x plus 1 over x equals 24, then isn't that the same as 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 24? So that means that 1x has to equal the number 6. This is how I went about solving it. So I'm just going to solve it over here. I'm just going to do it with you. So 1 over x has to equal 6. So if I said solve this, solve for x, we can do that. We can multiply x by both sides and get x over there, and then we can divide by 6. How about that? And guess what? That gives you your answer. That crosses out. The answer is 1/6. That's how I would have got about solving it. You can do trial and error. A lot of people want to put the answer 6, but that's not going to give you the right answer. Well, last but not least, this is a tougher one. It says, this is level 4. It says 1/2 of 3/4 of a number. So we don't know what the number is. I'm going to put this right here. It should be equal is 20 more than 2/5 of the same number. So how do you write that? it should be 1/2 of 3/4 of a number. We don't know what the number is. I'm going to put n is means equals 20 more than means plus 2/5 of the same number. So from here, can you solve this? The answer is yeah, you can. We've done variables on both sides. This one's just kind of a monster. I'm going to multiply. I'm going to multiply 1/2 times that 3/4 gives you 3/8. And then you can't do anything here. So I'm going to take away 2/5 on both sides to get n by itself. And you're going to notice you can't, come on now, come on. You can't do this because they're not common denominators. So look over here, I put common denominators. You have to use 40, just 15 over 40 minus 16 over 40. And guys, that's going to give you negative 1 over 40. And then from here, yeah, to get it by itself, you got to multiply by negative 40 on both sides, and that gives you your answer, which is negative 800. Bam, man, that was a tough one. That was a long one. You could have solved it a different way. And if you did, and you got the right answer, you rock. But that's it. That's a quick one. Those are your answers for Brain Blasters 1 through 5.